Okay, the date is December 23rd. The time is 7:41 a.m. and let's get started with today's video. Um, oh, strong rabbit foot on. I don't know how much it weighs, but shouldn't weigh that much. It's fine. Let's keep it on. Now I need to reduce the volume. Zoom presets is on. Entity hider must be on as well. Okay. An uncut sapphire. Now what did I want to do today? I wanted to talk about my day yesterday. I had an interview yesterday that went before going into that, I think we're just gonna attempt to review what I had done yesterday. Music is not on, good. Okay. Let's see. Sorry, there's a lot of prep here. Yeah, so I had an interview yesterday, and I think it went quite well. I don't know if I'll be hired, but if I do, that'll be cool. But what I want to do exactly is kind of um, talk about what I did. I guess afterward. Yeah. So So, afterward, I think I came back home and just vacuumed my entire room and some of the house. And what else did I do? I also replaced the bedding for the guinea pigs. Which required me to vacuum everything because there was a lot for me to clean up after replacing the bedding, having replaced the bedding. So, yeah. So still kind of trying to wake up, trying to wake up. Apparently, because this has been a long morning. Actually, I got up quite early. I opened my eyes probably at around like 3 o'clock, and it's been like nonstop, just opening and closing my eyes up until this point at about like 7 o'clock ish when I finally woke up and did my birdhouse run. Attempted to recollect what I did, what I did yesterday. I think I did some more Raxor. I think I did like 40 kills so far. Um, about 40 kills, I think. And nothing, nothing to report back really. Just lots of GP made. Um, the trip has been going pretty well. Um, it's been a lot of remembering on like about like Araxor mechanics because I don't think I've been there since I completed the halberd. I got quite spooned over there. So um, yeah, it was good. It was quite good. So and so uh, we also need to remember that I'm kind of going for like uh, I'm not really going for any items in particular. It's just like I'm trying to have fun at the moment, and yeah, just having fun really. What was that? 9,999. 999 exact fletching XP for the next level. Oh, who did? Who would have thought of that? That's cool. Anyways, let's see here. Um, what else did I do? I think I did a farm run. Less farm runs than usual the other day. Um, and yeah, that's pretty much it, really. I don't recall doing a lot yesterday, actually, other than just IRL stuff. Um, the replacing the bedding on the for the guinea pigs took up most of my time the other day. Oh, and I also did something quite important actually. Consider this quite important actually. I wanted to look up information on like postmodernism and stuff. Postmodernism, philosophical frameworks, and governance logics. Um, that was the input. That was the output that I received from ChatGPT. Not I think it's the default anyways, but I'm not trying to like make a big deal out of what information I ChatGPT spits out at me. But because I truly don't think it's a big deal. It just depends on how ChatGPT is configured. That allows you to receive this particular information. But anyways, my prompt was philosophies that figures in the postmodern. I mean, I'm like heavily like paraphrasing it, but basically, so to not sound too biased here. Anyways, philosophies that uh, that figures in the postmodern era follow. Uh, and I gave examples to how that could affect current issues like access to recreational drugs, conservative parenting, and gun control. Um, just three random, particularly um, like loosely related topics that kind of can kind of be influenced by philosophies and different thought structures and stuff. So what this information kind of what I was doing with this information was like I was just writing it down, getting it down on paper, getting it like an offline version because like I think that's still cool, and I'm lame like that. And I mean I'm not lame, but like like I'm just like that. I like getting ideas on paper, and call me a traditionalist or whatever, whatever that means. But like, I think there's absolute value in like putting ideas on like paper, and like not going not being totally like against like writing stuff down, and like that is not physical like paper using actual like pen and paper and stuff. So I think there's value in that, and that was the intention. So like I wanted to get this. I wanted to ask ChatGPT a prompt, and I wanted it to. This is actually what I do usually regularly when I use ChatGPT. I don't use it very often, but when I do, and I uh, find something interesting that ChatGPT has to say about some certain topics that I didn't know lick about. I would like literally like write this information down and like keep it in an offline journal. So yeah, but here I am like talking to you what I did in a video journal. So like that's cool too. So like yeah. Um, anyways, what this information gave me, so like philosophies, in terms of philosophies and philosophical frameworks, I got biopolitical governance, Foucault influenced. I don't know who that is, but I'm sure it must be a prominent philosopher in biopolitics. Um, technocratic rationalism, which I think is somewhat of something I follow, and quite relevant in today's highly educated society. I think communitarianism, communitarianism is kind of like social cohesion stuff, community, keep communities together, collective. I think it's collectivity. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but it says here that communitarianism is common and is especially influential in East Asian democracies, which I find very interesting. I was never. I never consider. I at one point considered myself like somewhat of a know-how in the know to in the East Asian democracy, or particularly specializing in South Korea. But that's no longer. It seems no longer the case. Like, I think it kind of, the I think my information regarding the subject kind of petered off once I had left the country. Um, uh, what I wanted to say is like this is good information like that ChatGPT's like had had given me, and I'm really happy with the information that I had written down so far. I didn't even finish writing the entire prompt. The prompt was just so much information. There were like seven, eight, like almost nine total points on like how like parenting and drug control and gun control and stuff like that is like and like is like influential, and like how in this realm of politics and stuff, and in policy and stuff. So it's absolutely a necessary framework to adopt. No, this mindset is a necessary framework to adopt for policymakers. That seems to be. I don't know. I don't know. It's. I'm not gonna outright just attack them, but like I will consider them. I will consider the first answer that ChatGPT had given me in that in that in the lens of biopolitics. ChatGPT did mention to me that a dominant lens in postmodern governmental practice is biopolitics, because it appears that postmodernism is still somewhat relevant. I think somewhat relevant, but I don't know. It's difficult to put my finger on it because like I don't really like I don't really understand like how much postmodernism has influenced, and like postmodernism actually wasn't brought up because like obviously we're kind of kind of out of the postmodernism, because like I my next prompt after this one about the philosophies that that figures in the postmodern era follow. After that prompt, I asked it to give me a quick review on the current era of policy making, as um, if it is at all still postmodern realities that we face today. Um, so with that in mind, I think um, I guess the short answer here would be we're in a transitional phase in between somewhat a postmodern era, and nothing fully coherent has replaced the postmodern era. So it's nothing actually tangible or something, I think. So nothing fully tangible, but there are echoes of like I believe some of these ideas that have been mentioned in the previous prompt, like regarding communitarianism and neoliberalism. There are elements of all of these, I think, to a certain degree. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes, because like there was so much that had happened like during the late tens that I had missed, and so honestly, like there was outrage, there was unrest, and there was damage, there's actual damage and stuff, and it's it's it was kind of wild. It was nutty, um, so like So yeah. Uh, without without paying too close attention to current events and whatever that had followed throughout the late tens, I think um, I think there was something of a bit of a yeah, there's somewhat of a there's something going on, honestly. There are many things going on, but I don't feel like mentioning that right now. Anyways, in JavaScript, let's see here. I briefly learned about console.log, the console.log function, and yeah, console.log was used a lot throughout the entire lesson plan, and yeah, it was absolutely something to be. It was something. Console.log is something to debug programs and make sure that your lines of code have been working. You can use it to execute various functions throughout the console in the console. Um, I think you can use content you can even concatenate strings within console.log, separating them by apostrophes apostrophes or commas and apostrophes, commas, or quotation marks, or a combination of the three, in order to create concatenations. Um, so uh, it's a nice little tidbit of information. Console.log. I don't recall writing down actually a lot for console.log, because like I've been using that function for a while throughout like the 7 lessons that I've been learning, the previous 6 lessons that I've been learning. So not too much to write home about that, but yeah. Uh, let's see here. Uh, I the other day I also had sold like all like 100, like around 100's like 60,000 nature runes. Um, yeah, it was a lot of inputs to get rid of all those nature runes. Took a good like 10 minutes or something. I think was it 10 minutes? Not sure. It took quite a while though. That was a lot of it's a lot of left clicking, I suppose. But a lot of a lot of I suppose. Yeah, I can definitely see Slayer being in my post 99 skill, being a post 99 skill for me. I can also see agility being a post 99 skill, not so much herb lord, but maybe thieving I will also try, especially for blood shards. Blood shards are dangerously expensive. I don't intend to sell any Ultors that I get. I intend to keep my Ultor rings. If I do start a Vardorvis grind, I need to find what the best weapon is for Vardorvis. I have so much planned, but like nothing is really in motion at the moment besides my current Slayer task. But Vardorvis. Let's see a strategy guide here on the wiki. It appears the Soul Reaper axe is the best weapon for Vardorvis. I think I'd want to make my own weapon, Soul Reaper axe, if possible. But that's much later on, I'm afraid. So I think maybe going for the Bellator ring from Duke would be a good option as well. I think the Bellator ring is quite useful, so I believe it still has. It only has 2 less strength bonus than the imbued Berserker ring, so it was, as well as a healthy amount of slash bonus. So I could just certainly try that. It's not Duke, it's Whisper. Damn it, it's Whisper. Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, Whisper is a fun boss. I'll probably want the Eye of Ayak if I were to would I want the Eye of Ayak? Let's see. I could try looking up what exactly would be nice for a Whisper. How do you do Whisper wiki? Suppose the Eye of Ayak would be superior to the Trident Swamp. Yeah, the Eye of Ayak definitely. Maybe I go for the Virtus Robe Top. Virtus Robes, yeah, definitely go for the Virtus Robes or something. But I think the Confliction Gauntlets are also a necessary upgrade. So maybe before all of those, maybe keep the Virtus Robe Bottom that I already have. Maybe perhaps yeah, perhaps perhaps pursue a different way of gaining what was that? Maybe I should just try Doom or something. Try Mocha. Yeah, I really need to try Mocha or something. I can do that now. I don't know. We'll see. I do have most of the gear required for oops. That's never happened. I don't need a dark light. Melee punish weapon. Perhaps a noxious halberd will suffice. And as for my ranged gear, I would use a scorching bow with elite void. The anguish. And void ranger gloves. Void night gloves. Void night gloves. And perhaps a light bearer and I suppose a rosewood blowpipe. That'll make a lot of sense for preserving costs. As well as a slayer staff. Makes a lot of sense. The setup. I'm thankful for the radius markers as well as the better NPC highlight plugins and the plugins for in use for the Doom boss. It appears that we need to go to Doom actually. All I need is another. I just need I don't even need another purging staff. I just need one. I do not need the purging staff. Maybe for Yama. It's always useful to have all three items though. We'll see how much a synapse is. Synapse is quite low at the moment. Could try for this synapse. Certainly could try for the synapse. But I will just rather purchase it for the GE. Should also complete all the quests. Towards the demons are green logged. Okay. Anyways, I think I'll give Doom a shot. We'll see how it goes. It's only about 16 mil for a synapse, so yeah. Anyways, that's it for today's video. Yeah, everyone, if you've made it this far, have a nice day, and I'll see you tomorrow.